Last week, we have completed the first lesson, the Poonam's Day Out. Today, we are going to start with our second lesson in EVS. Okay, children? The name of the lesson is the Plant Fairy. What is the name of the lesson? What is the name of the lesson? The Plant Fairy. Now, you all must have been known about the word fairies. You all like fairies?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? So today we are going to learn about the lesson Plant Fairies. Okay. Are you ready for the class? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So in this lesson, you are given about the conversation that has happened between 4 young students and 1 elder sister. 4 young children and 1 elder sister. Okay, so they all went to a garden on a Sunday. One Sunday, they all went to a garden and there they played hide and seek. How many of you play hide and seek at home also? You know about this game?
Yes, ma'am.
Hide and seek, Antakshari.
Yes,
So these are the
ma'am.
common games which you all play, isn't it? So
Yes,
having
ma'am.
a lot of fun, after playing the hide and seek and Antakshari, the Didi, the elder sister, said that to the 4 children, let us play a new game today. What did she say? What did she say? Yes, children?
Ma'am, let us today.
So we'll stop playing the hide and seek.
Page number.
Let us learn a
Game today, ma'am.
new game. So what is that new game is the Didi will become a plant fairy. So whatever the plant fairy says, the other 4 young children must do it. That is the game. Okay? Okay? So in your house now, your mom is a fairy. Whatever mom says, you all will be doing it, isn't it? If your mom says, get some water, will you go and give her some water or not? Will you
Yes,
give?
ma'am. Water, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
in this game, the Didi will become the plant fairy first. So what is the game? The plant fairy will say, give the order, she will say, and whatever order she gives, the other children must do it. That is the game. Okay. So first, who has become the plant fairy? The elder sister Didi. Didi will become a plant fairy. Okay. Okay. So the game, when they started, the plant fairy Didi said to touch a plant. To touch a plant. So what did plant fairy said? Touch a plant. So everyone, all other 4 children ran towards the plants to touch them. Because the plant fairy said to touch the plant, at once, all of a sudden, all the children ran fast towards the plants so that they can touch the plant. Okay, so they all, when you can see in the picture, the Didi is sitting at the middle, plant fairy, she is giving the order, and the other 4 children immediately went to the nearby trees and they are touching the plants. Then Didi said, the plant fairy said, very good. Everyone has touched the plant. But have you noticed all the plants are different from each other, children? Yes or no? whatever plant
Yes, ma'am.
they are
Yes,
touching is
ma'am.
not the same
Yes,
plant.
ma'am.
They are different. They are different. So in our nature around us, we find many plants, many types of plants. Okay, you can see Dayaram is a boy. He caught, he hold a neem tree and stood near that one, touching that neem tree. Then another girl, Ammu, touched the marigold plant here. Marigold plant. Then another girl by name Shabnam, you can see her touching the jasmine plant. White color flowers you can see now, jasmine plant. Then another boy, Michael, you can see him touching a mehendi bush, mehendi plant. Okay, so Didi has seen that all the children are listening to her. She said to go and touch the plant. They all went and touching the plant. And when they did, they said they have seen that each plant is different. Then all of a sudden, one of the girls, Shabnam, is seeing even the Didi is touching the plant, isn't it? You can see her sitting on the plant zone. What is the name of this plant on which she is sitting? Can you name the plant on which Didi was sitting? Look at the picture. So Didi, the plant fairy, is also touching the plant. What is the name of the plant she is touching? Guess.
Grass,
Huh?
ma'am.
Grass. Very good. Grass. So
Grass.
Didi is also a kind of plant.
Grass, ma'am.
Grass is also a kind of plant. Understood? Understood? So neem tree is a plant, marigold is a plant, jasmine is a plant, mehendi is also a plant, grass is also a plant. Okay, so then, so after this, the game again started. So now the plant fairy said,
Okay, ma'am.
what did the plant, who is a plant fairy now? Didi. Who is the plant fairy? Who is the plant fairy, children?
Didi, ma'am.
Didi. So
Didi,
after
ma'am.
touching the plants, then the next she is ready to
Didi,
give
ma'am.
another order. So they all came back and they sat together. Then again the plant fairy said, now touch a tree which has a thick or a thin trunk. So here you can see the children ran again to touch the trees which are having thick trunk or the thin trunk. You know what is a trunk? Very thick stem of the plant you call as a trunk. So here you can see here 3 children are holding one plant trunk, very fat, very thick trunk. And another boy is also holding the tree which is having a thin trunk. Hasini, pay attention. Hasini,
Yes, ma'am.
you have to pay attention, children. Whatever naughty things you want to do, you will do it after the classes or before the
Yes,
class, not during the classes. Okay? Okay, children. So what was the second order given by the plant fairy? To touch the tree with thick trunk or a thin trunk. First order she gave to touch the plant. Then second she said to touch the tree which is having either a thick trunk or a thin trunk. So the students, the children, the 4 children ran again to touch the trees which are having thick or the thin trunks. Okay, have you seen such a tree in your surroundings, children? Outside your house, in your surroundings? A tree with a thick trunk and a tree with a thin trunk. Have you seen any time?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So now you are
Yes,
able to
ma'am.
identify the...
Yes, ma'am. I have in my
No.
house veranda. I have plants, ma'am. Rose
Very good.
plants. Or
Is it having a thick trunk or a thin trunk?
Neem tree.
ma'am.
Neem.
Neem tree. I didn't ask you the name of the tree, children. I am asking you, is it having a thick trunk or a thin trunk?
Thick trunk.
ma'am.
Neem tree will have a thick trunk. Okay?
Coconut,
Now,
ma'am. Coconut
after
tree
this,
has thick trunk, ma'am.
coconut has thin trunk. Coconut plant tree has a thin trunk. Very good.
Tree, ma'am.
Lemon tree also has a thin trunk. Very good. You are able to recognize them. Now,
Lemon tree.
so after playing this game, Didi, how many questions?
Banana tree, ma'am. Banana.
How many questions did she put? Didi, 2 questions. 2 orders. First, she said to touch the trees, plants. Then she asked to touch the trees and feel the thick trunk and the thin trunk, isn't it? So now, after this, Michael found the game is very interesting. Okay. So he said, now I want to be the fairy. He went to the Didi and said, now I want to be the fairy, plant fairy. Because what is plant fairy doing? She will only give the work for everyone around. She will not do it, isn't it? She'll simply sit at one place and she'll give the order. So this Michael doesn't want to go around doing the work. So he wanted to become a plant fairy because he thought becoming a fairy is very lucky because she can give order to everyone around the fairy, isn't it? So that is why Michael said, I want to be the plant fairy. Who said this?
Mikey, ma'am.
Michael.
ma'am.
He want to be the...
ma'am.
But children, have you seen even in till now? But children, did you see any time till now a boy being a fairy? Fairies means only girls will be seen in cartoons also, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Fairies means
Yes,
we
ma'am.
see only the girls becoming fairies. But for the first time now, the Michael would like to become a fairy, boy fairy. He want to become a plant fairy. Okay? Okay? So now, who is the fairy now? Didi said, okay, you become the fairy. So who is the new fairy now for us? Michael. So what did he order? Get me some leaves quickly. He nicely sat at the middle and he said to the other children, go and get some leaves for me quickly. All the plants will bear leaves, isn't it? So he asked to get some leaves. At that time, what Didi said is, you should never pluck flowers or leaves from a tree. It is bad. If somebody pinches you, do you like it? So if somebody twists your ear, do you like it, children?
No, ma'am.
No. So plants are also living things. So we should take care of them. We should not pluck the flowers. We should not pluck the leaves. So when Michael said to go and get the leaves, then Didi said, do not pluck the leaves from the plants. You should not pluck the leaves from the plants. Then what the children did is they ran to collect the leaves which are lying on the ground. They did not pluck from the trees, from the plants. whatever leaves are there already fallen on the ground, they tried to pick them and go to the plant fairy. Who is a plant fairy?
Pumpkin leaves,
Michael.
ma'am. Pumpkin leaves.
Understood?
Yes,
Understood?
ma'am. Yes,
Yes?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So when they brought
Ma'am.
the leaves, the other children, when they
Yes,
brought the
ma'am.
leaves from the
Yes,
ground,
ma'am.
this is how the leaves look.
Ma'am, your voice
See on the
is
screen?
breaking, ma'am.
Can you see on the screen? Did you see anytime this type of leaves around in your school, children? In your garden? So what can you
Yes,
see in
ma'am.
this? What can you see in this? What
Yes,
is that
ma'am.
you are going to learn from this activity? Huh? Michael wanted to
Different shapes, ma'am.
say that the leaves of all the plants are not same. They are different in shape. They are different in color also. They are different in size also. Shape, size, color of the plant leaves of different plants will be different. Understood? Understood, children? So
Yes, ma'am.
Michael ordered, the plant fairy Michael ordered the children to get some leaves. So they all collected the leaves which are there on the ground, and they observed that the leaves which they brought are not identical, are not same. They are different. How are they different? They have different shapes, they have different colors, they are in different sizes also. Children? Okay. Shall we go next? Understood till here? Yes, children? Child Dayaram said that I did not know that there are so many types of leaves. Can you see the types of leaves, children, here based on their colors, shapes? Huh? Some leaves are round, some leaves are long, some are having triangular shape, isn't it? There are different types of leaves. So by doing this activity, the children came to know that the size, the shape, the color of the leaves are different for different types of plants. Okay. Satvik, stay at one place. Okay. So the different colors also. Some you see some leaves in green in color. Some leaves you see yellow in color. You see some leaves in brown color and as well as in red color. And some leaves will also have white patches on it. So we find different types of leaves. Okay? Okay, children? Even when you go around with your parents, you can notice all this also. Okay? Different plants will have different types of leaves. The leaves will not be the same. Some plants will have green colored leaves. Some plants will have yellow colored leaves. Some plants will have brown leaves. Some plants may have red color leaves. Some plants may have white patches on their leaves. Even if you look at the shape, the margin means the boundaries of the leaves, they also will not be the same. Here you have shown you some leaves with and their margins. Can you see it like this? In your house, if you look at curry leaves, mint leaves, coriander leaves, will they have the same shape? This will be the shape of a curry leaf, yes or no? This will be the shape of a mint leaves. This will be the shape of a coriander. You know what is coriander?
Kotimira, ma'am.
The
Kotimira, ma'am.
leaves will be different. So the margins, the boundaries of the leaves will be different for each plant. For each plant. Is it clear? Huh?
Yes,
So now,
ma'am.
after learning about the plants, leaves, now
Mute.
another two students called Amu and Shabnam, they also got interested in becoming a plant fairy. First, who was a plant fairy? Didi. Second, who became the plant fairy? Michael.
Michael, ma'am.
First Didi. Then second,
Didi.
Michael.
Michael, ma'am.
Michael. Now, after Michael, the another two girls, who are the two girls? Ammu and Shabnam. Ammu and Shabnam. These two wanted to become a plant fairy. They found it very interesting, becoming a plant fairy. Okay. Okay. But when they looked at the watch, the time is up. So the Didi said, not today. You maybe next Sunday. It is time to go home now. So the Didi said, next week when we come back to the garden, then you two, Ammu and Shabnam, can become a plant fairy, but not today because it is time to go back home. Okay, children? Okay, children? So they all got ready to get back to their house. So when they were going back to the house, on the way, then what Didi did is, she recited a poem for everyone. You all like poems, isn't it?
Not today. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
If
ma'am.
you all like singing songs?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes,
If
ma'am.
one new movie comes, you all will start learning about it. You like music, isn't it? So that is why what Didi said is, we all will recite a poem and we'll walk towards our house. So they all were excited to recite a poem. What is a poem, children? Can you read it? Come on, you read this now.
Read.
What is a poem? Poem is about the leaves. About the
Sorry.
leaves.
Red,
Red, purple, and even yellow. Red, purple, and even yellow. Some green, wet, and loose. Leaves are of different kinds. Leaves are of different kinds. And are you repeating after me? Please, you are repeating, children. Red, purple, and even yellow. Some green, wet, and loose. Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes and shades. Some are like the elephant's ears, and some are playful like the devil. Some are torn, and some are folded, and some even eaten like the beetle.
That flower.
And
That
In the
teacher.
early dawn's darkest hour, you will find the flowers cry, tear like dew.
B.
Some are like butterflies,
Like butterflies,
some like
like
bees,
Some
some are
not
hairy,
And some
plain,
जर दोनों
some dry up, some
some
dry up to look taunts, and some even resemble cranes.
different even
Oosh, oosh, scuttle, and flutter. Are you reading, children? I am repeating. No, yeah. Are you reading? In mind at least. Oosh, oosh, scuttle, and flutter. In the breeze, they all do mutter. All day long, they smile and play. And in the night, they sleep away.
away.
Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes.
and different of things.
Now, in your textbook, this poem is there, children. If you look at boundary of this,
is not
there are
audible, ma'am.
okay. Those who are having the whoever is having the textbooks, these leaves around the poem, you have to color it, make it colorful today. Okay. You can see the leaves here, children. Can you see? I'm showing you on the screen. These leaves, which are drawn with pencil, you have to color them in your textbook only. Will you do it?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And one more thing is, what you have to do is, you have to collect some leaves around your house and paste in the notebook.
okay, ma'am.
Take the help of your parents and paste them in the notebook and write the name of the plant.
What we have to taste.
Ma'am, notes.
Notebook. Okay.
Ma'am,
So what are the plants which you see around? Children?
Can I write, ma'am, this one? Yes, ma'am.
Mint will be there even in your fridge.
Can I write
Coriander,
this one, ma'am?
neem leaves, tulsi leaves. Now these leaves, what you have to do is, you crush with
Can
your
I
hand
write
like
this
this.
one,
Look
ma'am?
here. Stop talking, children. First listen.
Not all.
You take 2-3 varieties of leaves, put in your hand, palm, and crush it. Crush and smell it. And by smelling, you can say that leaf belongs to which plant. You can say the name of the plant. Yes or no?
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you take the mango leaves and crush and smell, you'll get the mango smell from it. So you can say that those leaves are of mango plant. If you crush coriander leaves, you can say this smell is of the coriander plant. Isn't it? So we can identify the plants even by smelling them. Okay? Yes or no? A mango plant, a neem lemon plant also.
Yes, ma'am.
If you can smell, the leaves will have the same smell of a lemon. Neem, tulsi, pudina, coriander. So all these leaves, if you crush and smell them, they will not smell all same. They will smell differently because their smell is different based on their plant. So you can identify the leaves just by their smell. Just by their smell. Okay, children? Now this is one more activity. With dry leaves which are fallen on the ground, you can pick them and you can arrange them in the form of a animal. This is, what is the name of this animal?
Elephant,
Very good. What
ma'am.
is this? What is this?
Bird, ma'am.
Bird. What is this?
Rat,
Mouse,
Ah.
ma'am.
So using the dry leaves, you should not pluck the leaves from the plants.
elephant,
You can
ma'am.
take
First
and make
one.
the pictures of the different
Ma'am,
animals
first
in your
One,
notebook. Today in your notebook, one animal like this also you should make.
అదే
third one is a rat, ma'am.
Will you do it today, children? Yes, you will. You must do it and send it to me. Then one more thing is you will take the leaf.
Project, ma'am.
Projects, yes. Take a leaf, put a paper on the leaf, take a colored crayon and scratch on the paper. Rub on the paper. So whatever shape is there of the leaf below the paper, you will get it on the paper like this. Yes. Once again, I'm repeating, children. Take a paper and a crayon pencil. Then you take a leaf, put it on the table or on the ground. Any leaf. If you open your fridge, you will get many types of leafy vegetables. Any leaf you take. Okay, children? Okay? So you put it upside down. Then place a
Okay,
paper
ma'am.
on the
I can
leaf.
see
Place
textbook,
the
ma'am.
paper on the leaf. Hold it without so that it does not move. And then scratch, rub the crayon on the paper. Then you will get the shape of the leaf on the paper. Okay, children? Like this. Like this you should make and paste in the notebook. Do it.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you please send the video,
One
ma'am.
is collect the leaves and paste. Second one is with dry leaves make an animal. The third one is take the print of a
Ma'am,
paper.
please send the
leaf.
video, ma'am.
Yes, I'll send it. Okay, children?
Okay, ma'am.
Like this, if you take your stem, even on the stem, the trunk of a tree also can be taken on the...
Ma'am, classwork, ma'am.
Yes. Now look
Ma'am,
at the
you
picture,
send the
children.
classwork, ma'am.
Now, children, it's only 5 minutes time is there. Let me complete this. Now, you can see a girl sitting and reading. There are many things in the room aside. So, look at the picture and name the things which have patterns of leaves and flowers on them. Where do you find the leaves and flowers?
Ma'am, send the classwork, ma'am.
You can see the leaves, isn't it?
Ma'am,
You
photo,
call it a
ma'am.
blanket.
Ma'am.
You call it as a bed sheet. Here on the pillow cover, you can see the flowers.
Ma'am, photo also,
And on the wall poster also you can see, isn't it?
Ma'am, you send the classwork, ma'am.
Curtain, very good. Curtain, very good. So like this, you
Ma'am,
observe now. After
Ma'am,
the
you
class,
send the classwork, ma'am.
I will give you the work. I am saying to you know, Hasini now. You listen carefully. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, children, today's class, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Now I'll stop sharing so that I can take the attendance for you. Okay, children?
Okay, ma'am. No.
Only 18 students are there. Will you give me the attendance very fast, children? I'll mark
Yes,
in my
ma'am.
register. Very good. Tanas?
Yes, ma'am.
Tanas?
Reno.
Tanas is there? Satvik?
Nothing,
Karuna
ma'am.
Vassala?
Present, ma'am.
Jasmita Anjali?
Yashmita Anjali.
So there in the beginning. Jasmitanjali, give me your attendance. Oh, okay, very good.
Yashmita
Ashrita,
Anjali present.
Ashrita,
Present, ma'am.
Ashrita also present,
Present,
ma'am.
Vineet,
ma'am.
Vineet.
Present.
Okay. Vulkunakar Rajesh. No. Pranav, Pranav
Present,
present.
ma'am.
Okay. Sai
Zero
Yatin,
again.
Sai
Present.
Yatin, not there.
Present.
Netra,
Ma'am.
Netra, give me your attendance.
Absent, ma'am.
Ma'am, decision.
Manisha,
Decision, ma'am. మీరంతా message పెట్టండి.
Hanu Sai Sri,
Absent.
Hanu Sai Sri, not there. Tridiva,
Present, ma'am.
okay. Bhargava, Bhargava,
Bhargav Krishna.
Bhargava
Present,
Krishna.
ma'am.
Adima,
క్లాస్ అని తెలుస్తుంది
Adima, Devin Safa, Devin Safa, P. Dikshita, Anushka, Cherla Anish, Pradeep, Ishant, very good. Shruti, not there. Hasini,
Present, ma'am.
very good. Akshaya, Akshaya not there.
Yes, ma'am.
And, K. Gnapti,
Present.
present. Madhu,
Present, ma'am.
okay. Shankari Nagasravani,
Present, ma'am. Shalwani, ma'am. Shalwani.
okay. Joshita,
Present, ma'am.
then Tanay Tej Nayak.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. So some children are absent children. Please inform your friends. Call up today and inform them to come and join the meet. If you miss one class, you'll be missing one lesson.
Ma'am, Green present, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, Shana's present.
Okay.